Among the pines of Clark Park in Fayetteville, a playground rose in just a day. But before the big builds could begin, Fayetteville City crews needed to prep the foundation, and volunteers organized the materials that eventually make up the playground. The playground build is organized by KaBOOM, a nonprofit that builds hundreds of playgrounds around the country every year.
KaBOOM wants to ensure that kids have the active play that they need to become healthy, successful adults. And also KaBOOM believes it's important that kids are playing at home, in school, in their communities. So bringing more play opportunities to communities like Fayetteville is important, and having a place within walking distance of every child in America overall is the mission of KaBOOM.
It's very important because it's good for their future health. It helps them, keep their weight down and all that. But it's just good for kids to play, and just be a normal child and come out here and play in a safe environment.
Work that made the playground a reality began a year earlier when Great Oak Youth Development Center, a local nonprofit organization that mentors male youths, saw a need in the community and an opportunity when they applied for KaBOOM to build a playground in Fayetteville. To help win the grant, Great Oak reached out to the Fayetteville-Cumberland Parks and Recreation Department for help.
As it started moving forward and it started taking speed, they came to us and they said, "Hey guys, do you think you can help us out with this?" And we jumped on board and it started rolling from there.
So the Fayetteville-Cumberland Parks and Recreation Department turned to teens who participate in their youth development program.
The most exciting part about this build is that the kids had an involvement in it. They were involved from the beginning. The brainchild came from our youth development team, who went to Chapel Hill about a year ago and presented for.
I didn't really know what I was getting myself into, but it was a camping trip that my mom told me to go on, and it ended up being this.
We went on a camping trip, and we presented to around 200 people, and it was a little nerve-wracking for me because I'm not a very good public speaker, but eventually I got the hang of it.
Once Fayetteville was chosen for the KaBOOM playground, members of the community were brought in to help with the design.
We involved a lot of the community, and we went out to the Spivey Recreation Center, which is one of the recreation centers that is nearby, and we got the kids involved. And the kids sat down and they actually drew pictures and started putting their thoughts together and putting it on paper so that they could design the playground, and they could say, "Hey, this is what we think a playground ought to look like. These are the items that we would like to see included." So from there, we moved over to Smith Recreation Center, which is another local recreation center, and we started working with KaBOOM and with Great Oak, and we started putting the thoughts together. And as it come together, it was a design that we were working on from the children and for the children. So as we started putting it together, it was really the children's build.
After working on the project for almost a year, Justice Newsome couldn't wait for the build day to begin.
Yeah, I was like, dang, I gotta get some sleep, but I couldn't sleep a wink because I was like, oh, we're about to build this park tomorrow and it's gonna be amazing.
A small army of volunteers mobilized to help build the playground. The bulk of these volunteers came from Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina, who provided the sweat equity of more than 200 volunteers and financial support for the project.
She's so proud of each and every one of you. So with that, let's get to work, everyone. Thank you.
All right, so now we have Jessica, who's going to get us all limbered up and stretched so that we can get to work. Hi, everybody. Are you excited? That doesn't sound very excited. Are you excited? All right. Here's what I need you to do. Stand up if you're sitting down. If you're standing close to your BFF, go ahead and spread out a little bit. We're going to get you nice and warm and ready to work.
Once the volunteers started moving, they didn't stop until the work was completed. The first step was to unpack the playground and assemble it on the field. Then thousands of nuts and bolts needed to be tightened. Hundreds of pounds of cement mixed and poured. Planter boxes assembled. A shady refuge for parents and children constructed. And a mountain of mulch spread. With so much work that needed to be done, volunteers pitched in where they were needed most.
Right now I'm planting flowers, making it pretty. I was working on the rock wall earlier, and I'm working with some very fantastic people.
Had you been out here Thursday, you would have had some doubts, because I had so. But now it's coming together, and all the volunteers, the team leaders, seem to know what they're doing.
It's just so exciting seeing Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina, the city, Parks and Rec for Fayetteville, Cumberland, and Great Oaks Youth Development Center all coming together and being united over this common cause. It's really great to see everybody working together today.
You could tell that they're really into it, and that's just Fayetteville. You know, if you put on something like this, you never have a problem getting folks to come and participate, never.
It's a project that Justice Newsome is proud to be a part of.
I think it's amazing that someone my age can do something so big and impactful on our community.
That's what I'm most excited about, is that the kids had involvement, they were invested, and by the end of the day they'll be able to reap the benefits, and they'll see what all their efforts were afforded, how it all come together.
Long after the dust has settled and the final bolt is put in place, the playground will enrich the lives of children for years to come.
It's a muscle builder, a friend maker, a brain expander. We like to think of this as more than a playground. So this can be a place where kids can interact, and socially benefit from it, as well as mentally and physically as well.
I think it's very important. I mean, nobody wants their kids stuck inside playing video games all day. I mean, get outside, enjoy nature.
The reward for the volunteers is seen in the faces of the children.
Just children smiling and playing on the playground and being safe, and just, showing happiness, It's just see kids having a good time.
Kids play on it and have fun, because that's what it's about, having fun at the end of the day.
And the reward for organizers is seeing everyone coming together for a common cause.
The most exciting part, I think, is just seeing the unification of the community coming together, again, over the common cause, and the fact that ties in so nicely with KaBOOM's mission is just great. So, and also I would say seeing the amount of work that can be completed by a big group of people in 6 hours is just fascinating every time. I've seen it, over and over again, but it never gets old.
Just to see the community come together, and I mean, seeing all these people out here today, it's amazing to see how many people really care.
It's a day that built a playground and a memory to last a lifetime.
It's been really good. It's been one of the best things I've done.